Welcome, everyone. I'm Amy Seeley, president of Seeley Test Pros and Leap, helping students to succeed in all kinds of tests from 8th grade to grad school throughout Ohio.
And I'm Mike Bergen, president of Chariot Learning, helping students with Test School and Life based out of Rochester, New York.
Between the two of us today, we have over 60 years of experience at the highest levels of the test preparation and supplemental education industries.
We both love to talk and learn about the latest issues in education, testing, and admissions. So let's get down to tests and the rest. The fascinating topic we want to explore today is ourselves. Welcome to the December 2025 edition of EXTEMP with Amy and Mike. Hello, Amy.
Hello, Mike. Actually, it's so funny to see you. And yet the last time I saw you, we were walking the streets of San Diego yesterday.
Literally yesterday. If listeners notice that our voices sound a little rocky, that's what life after an NTPA conference is like.
It's the struggle, right? To get, we talk a lot in our regular lives, but I feel like we talk even more and we stay up late and we have too much fun, right? On these adventurous conferences.
How could we not have too much fun? First of all, there are so many old friends and colleagues to catch up with, but then there are always new friends and colleagues to meet. And that right there takes a ton of time. You were on a panel. I was on a panel. So we're presenting. We're talking all the time. And yes, as you said, maybe staying up a little bit too late, waking up a little bit too early.
I thought I did a good job this time. Actually, I was pretty proud that I didn't stay up too late. Although I think we have to remember we were on West Coast time since we were in San Diego. So really, technically, I was staying up really late. But the clock didn't show it the same way as my body probably was recognizing, But I kept waking up early every morning. Every morning I did wake up really early. So it was like but it was a really good time.
What did you think of the workshop?
I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. Again, I think we had 33 or 38 new first timers out of 112 people. So that's huge.
Absolutely. And this was the largest NTPA winter workshop ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. The National Test Prep Association just keeps getting better. It's really fantastic to see it and experience it. And like I said, just connect with so many old and new friends.
Yeah, it was great. Probably one of my favorite adventures there, of course, you did not participate in, is when I got invited to attend. There's a little meetup group that does secret bars. I got a special invitation to that group and had such a blast. It was such a cool bar with a menu of 3 or 4 courses of drinks. And
right. Well, our friend Scott Clyburn is definitely a tastemaker when it comes to selecting speakeasies.
He is. If he ever told me where to go and when to show up, I would be there in a heartbeat because he never disappoints with his selections. Let's put it that way.
No, I totally get it. You missed out on a lot of the karaoke excitement.
I did.
That was true to form. People were just having a great time and really belting it out.
Life's about choices, Mike, and sometimes you have to choose. I know at NTPA like that, it felt like you're constantly making choices about your time. And I did miss most of karaoke.
That is the mark of a good life. More than one option at any given time.
I don't think anybody missed my karaokeing skills, though. Actually, did you sing a song?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where watching is always more entertaining than singing,
they don't pay me enough,
They don't pay you enough. Yeah, but that was good. But no, the sessions were excellent. Yeah, Ben Sexton sort of put together all the programs and sessions, and I really every one of them. I don't think I missed one of them. They were great.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I found myself attending more sessions this time. Hey, I mean, it helps that I'm not organizing the conference, so I didn't feel like I had to check in with everybody all the time. And so I could actually learn from all of the speakers.
Now, there is something to that for both of us now of just being more attendees, right, than in charge of making sure everything comes off without a hitch. That's now Michael Jordan and Ben Sexton. That's one of their primary roles, right?
That's exactly right. So they can be the ones to stress out.
And of course, one of the most exciting things, of course, was the fact that my board tenure
Yes.
has come to an end.
Yes.
And we were able to announce the two newest members of the NTPA board, Kate Fisher and Anna Solomon. So
Hmm.
it's really exciting to see other women, younger women,
Hmm.
assume leadership roles in the organization. So that's going to be really exciting, I
Absolutely.
think, in these next few years.
Thrilled for both of them, and they're going to be fantastic additions to the board. They've already contributed so much. I'm thrilled for you. First of all, congratulations. Like this, you did it. You, from the
Thank you, sir.
very, very beginning, you were part of the last two members of our original board. You stayed on till the end to make sure that things were steady. And it's obviously a triumph for the National Test Prep Association to now survive all its founding board members rotating out. But for you, just the culmination of a tremendous commitment to growing the organization. And it's not like you're done
No,
supporting the NTPA.
no, still going to be leading the membership committee. So meeting lots of new people and being involved with membership is we're people, right, Mike?
Yeah, we're
So
people,
for
right?
us, like for me, that feels fun and interesting. So I'm excited for that. But ultimately, it's just such a testament to all the board members or anybody who participates or leads committees that the organization finds itself in a place where you leaving last year, me leaving this year, I don't have any qualms or worries, right? I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of like, oh no, what will happen? I'm like, no, they're very competent people with fresh ideas, new energy. And I think that's ultimately why old timers like us have to sort of, exit exit the bus.
You have to make room. You have to make room on the bench for the next wave. I'm excited that, I lead the leadership development program for NTPA. So I have a full roster. I've picked out 5 or 6 people that we're going to start working in January to get ready for all of their future contributions.
Yeah, that's very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. Makes us like the old timers, but it's good to feel like you're, old blood is helping new blood. That's or inviting new blood. Let's
That's the
just put it
way it
that
should
way.
be.
Some people
The
might call
blood's
it
not
fresh
so
meat,
old.
but whatever.
Are you ready for the holidays?
I mean, I'm a holiday gal. I'm in good
Hmm.
shape. I mean, pretty much, I think I picked up one of my last gifts when I was in San Diego, and everything is wrapped and already under the tree now that I don't have a Santa person
That's
living with
exciting.
me.
Yeah.
I got to think about the cooking and the menu for next week, but my kids all contribute, so it's really minimal. No, I'm feeling really good. I mean, I think um, I'm excited for the holidays, of course, because we have lots of events and things we do with the kids. How about you? How are you feeling about the holidays?
I actually don't know how I feel about the holidays. I feel like in some ways, like I've purchased a lot of gifts and, things like that, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I
Um,
like know our Christmas Eve plans. I tentatively know our holiday Christmas Day plans. I don't think I'm going to be able to travel to New York to see family in the
mm,
interim, but I still am not quite sure what is on the agenda. So
what's on the
no,
agenda?
I think that I was too busy over the last couple of weeks, and now I'm starting to clear my head
Is
and get a
there
sense of what's up.
So for the holidays, I think, one of the things we started doing last year is to talk about the holidays in terms of just our own kind of personal holiday, like what's that look like? So you and I were chatting. We said, hey, something we want to talk about are our favorite Christmas carols.
Yes.
So, and when you said it to me, I go, oh my gosh, oh, I totally, I
Of
can.
course you have favorites.
Yes, I do. I do. So you asked it. So it makes me think that you
Well,
want
I
to
want to
lead with what
hear.
is your
Okay, so
favorite.
let's go. I've got 3 in mind. How many do you have?
There are two that immediately came to mind because I talk about these ones with my children all the time. So I did have some totally in mind. Although, of course, sometimes with Christmas carols now, you have to think about not so much this carol as much as do you have a particular artist
Oh, right. What
that
what
sing? Actually, no,
version?
I do have three. What am I saying? I totally have three. Oh,
Okay,
and
start.
I'm gonna
Give me your first, please.
okay, I'm gonna start. So I guess do I go contemporary nostalgia? Because that's obviously a thing. Okay, I'm gonna lead with an embarrassing fact about me that
Uh-huh.
only an inner circle of people am I allowed letting them know, and that is I have a Spotify list, Christmas list,
Hmm.
and it is called Last Christmas,
Oh,
where
okay.
Amy will has found as many versions of the song Last Christmas
Right.
and put it on the playlist.
Yes.
So I think I'm up to about 15 different
15 different versions.
versions.
Do you not prefer the George Michael version
Okay,
best?
so George Michael is obviously like the standard because I was in eighth grade, 1984, when that song came out. And I love that song. But it was only a couple years ago, I was like, oh, there are more versions and faster and slower and poppier and whatever. And so I made this list. So it just goes on and on and on. And I could tell you, like, within a few beats, like, which person's version it is. I joke with Annie in the car when I play it. I'm like, oh, gee, what's this song? Oh, I wonder what song is coming up next.
So, okay, I have a big question for you. Do you know about Whamageddon?
No, this
You've
is
never heard of
new.
Whamageddon?
What is Whamageddon?
Whamageddon is a holiday season survival game where you try to avoid hearing Last Christmas from December 1st until people post online. I have lots of friends that are like, "Oh, I lost
I'm
because
like, I
we get
lost like
whammed because
Whamageddon in
somebody's playing
November.
Last Christmas." I mean, it has to be the original version, obviously, but no, there's an entire meme game that's been going on for
That
years
I
around.
have never ever heard of that.
Yes.
Oh, well, again, I would lose every year by probably
Well,
November 15th.
obviously
Yeah.
you want to hear it,
But thank
so
you for
you would be
sharing
winning.
that there are others out there that actually avoid the song that I embrace. Okay,
Isn't that funny?
now it's
Okay, so
and by the
let me
way,
give you
just
one.
yeah, I want to hear what your song is.
So I'll start with the most traditional one, and I'm not a big fan of religious holiday hymns, but I do love the vocal complexity of "Oh Holy Night."
Oh,
That's
there are
such a
some.
beautiful song.
Mhm.
It's so incredible that anyone
It's
can
like
sing it.
peaceful and kind of haunting, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. It's just
mhm.
it's sonically exceptional. I always will stop to listen to it. And I want to hear a good version because if the singer can't hit all the notes, then it's weak.
Mike, my gift to you will be
Uh-huh.
to make you a Oh Holy Night playlist
Oh,
and put
beautiful. I thought your
by
gift was going to be to sing it right now.
oh God, no. I'm not gonna torment anybody with that. But that's beautiful. Yeah, Oh Holy Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is one of the things, obviously, I would say, like actually going to church on Christmas Eve, hearing those what you know are so old songs. There is something about that I think, no matter if you are a believer or not, there is something I think that's kind of that's very beautiful about
Very
hearing those
beautiful.
kind of songs. All right, I'm going to give you my next one. Now, this funny thing about this next one is it's it's only within the last few years I've really like rediscovered it, and I make sure I listen to it a lot as well. And this is going back to, I mean, because I'm a big like Great American Songbook
Sure.
lover. Um, there's the song "The Christmas Waltz"
Okay.
by Frank Sinatra, and it starts like frosted window panes, and
I
it's
think I know
so
what song you're talking about.
I
Yes.
love that song. And growing up, I used to spend summers and time with my grandparents in like Louisville, and my grandfather actually was the one. He had retired early, so he kept us during the days. Like we hung out with him, but they always had a radio playing in the living room. Like I'm talking all the time.
Yeah.
And so I would listen to those old crooners. So there's something about hearing Frank Sinatra sing this song that if I close my eyes, I can imagine myself like back in my grandparents' house.
Sure.
The
Very
holidays,
old world, like it's part of it, a certain generation
it's
or
a
time.
sensory thing. I can smell the cinnamony fragrance my grandmother would have like throughout her house. And ultimately it feels like this like emotional hug to me of like having my grandparents back with me. That kind of a song, when I hear it, it like takes me back in a way. Not because that particular song was something probably I listened to with them, but it creates all the feels for
Yes,
me of that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I
How about
love
your
it.
next one?
So I love Merry Christmas Baby by Bruce Springsteen. I
Oh
think,
God.
as in terms of a contemporary, and I mean, it's hardly contemporary. It's like 20 years old or more at this point, but I love that. And really, it's just, and I also love his version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I think
Mike,
that
you and I are never going to be able to listen to Christmas music together
you
because
don't love Merry Christmas, Baby.
oh my family also knows there's certain Christmas songs I can't stand. I'm
Oh,
not going to say that
wow.
Bruce's music is up there,
Yeah.
but it's definitely could be on my top 10 of like
Of
I
not
hate
listening to
the
it.
I hate the I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I hate the baby Saint Nick that's the Beach Boys. Oh, I can't I actually I hate that Malika like the Hawaiian Christmas song. No, that's an oldie.
Yeah, sure.
Those are some of the ones I can't
Oh,
stand.
you're probably not going to like my last one either.
Oh God. All right.
We'll wait for it. But
Okay,
yeah,
then
and
wait.
now I'm predicting that you're not going to appreciate it because you may have issues with contemporary
I mean,
things.
not with Last Christmas. That's my contemporary one.
Yeah,
Um, okay, so then of course I'm going old school here. I'm going with, of course, Nat King Cole singing chestnuts roasting on open
sure.
fire.
Sure.
There's a version we have recorded when Haley was much younger. We have a family Christmas thing where my father-in-law had us record a video for my mother-in-law, and there was all the kids were doing songs, and Haley belts out a
Does
she
she?
and she's like maybe 12 years old, and she's got it. Chestnuts, right? I
Right.
still
So
think about
you
that.
like a little crooning for
I
Christmas.
like crooning for Christmas.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
okay. So I would not be a boy from the Bronx if I didn't say that I love Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens by Run DMC.
Oh, I like. See,
Yeah.
no, I'm a
When that
lady
hit
of
the
the
scene,
80s.
that was
Okay, that
fresh.
one,
That
yes.
was, yeah.
And wasn't that the one they played on Die Hard? Don't they play
Yes.
that?
Yeah, of
Oh, I
course.
love that because it makes me think
Yeah.
of. I just heard that the other day
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, I haven't watched Die Hard in a while. Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
right.
quick question, Mike. Die Hard,
It's a
Christmas movie or
Christmas
not?
movie. Yes,
Totally
it's a
Christmas movie, right?
Christmas movie. Of
Yeah,
course it is.
Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah. But you're already saying, right? Like you're associating a great Christmas song with the movie.
Totally.
Takes place during Christmas. It is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes, it is. But you're right. I gotta listen to that song again because it's a fun one. Yeah,
How could you
I
not
do
hear
like
it?
that
They
one.
play it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Mike and Amy break down favorite Christmas songs. Now I'll think of you when I'll have to listen to all these so that I can think of you. Well, not Bruce, but whatever. Yeah.
So, how are you going to finish this year strong, Amy?
I really do have to get my, I need to go into 2026 feeling like I've wrapped up 2025. So it's like this next week is sort of pivotal when I get some time to be like, okay, what are some of the send out my final newsletter for the year, which by the way, I do want to mention finishing strong is realizing I listened to December 2024 where I said, I hope you're gonna be so proud of me, Mike. I hope that I get out at least one newsletter a month.
Yes.
And I said, maybe two, maybe two. I said, oh, maybe two. And I am very proud to say that starting this past March, Mike, I was putting out usually 3 to 4 newsletters every month. So finishing strong for me is I'm doing my last newsletter of the year, and it makes me extremely proud of something that you and I chatted about that I'm like, wow, I actually did that. So I'm really, really happy about that.
I think
Yeah.
that's fantastic. So, I wonder, I should have asked you, since you listened, to bring back and share all the things we said we were going to do and then confirm whether we accomplished them or not.
Well, it's funny because when I listened, you were kind of like, I don't know, I'm not much of a planner. I'm not, and I remember because I laughed because I think of you that way.
Yeah.
But you've done so. I mean, how are you going to finish this year strong? What are you?
So I've got to, yeah, I do have plans for next year. I do. Like I am but I don't know. I sometimes towards the end of the year, I'm more focused on finishing what I was working on. And
Right. That's how I feel.
I'm almost done with my 2026 SAT, ACT curriculum revisions. And I want to finish that off and I want to get it out to the Test Bright licensees. And my big plans for the new year definitely, like, I want to get things together for a big push on teacher training. The Test Bright tutor training has been fun. I'm really enjoying it. And I want to do what I don't find fun, but what I have to do is create the asynchronous course. I
Mm,
don't enjoy that part, but I know that I have to do it. So that's going to be the big mission in 2026 is to get that whole teacher training program together.
It's so interesting that you say that because my big goal for 2026 is professional development for teachers as well,
Yeah.
but not in the same way. I'm excited because I'm doing my first professional development for ACT for a local school district later in January. And so I have to assemble that, but I have a vision. You know how we are both. We
Yes.
know what we want to do.
Yes.
And then there's the sitting down to do it. So the idea is what I'm excited about is that's January 15th.
Yeah.
That means that by January 15th, I actually have something concrete. And so a big goal for me in 2026 is I'd like to think that I find three more schools to whether it be SAT or ACT, but the big lift is do the ACT and then have that opportunity for SAT as well for schools.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that that's kind of a new. I mean, you and I have done it, and obviously you've certainly been writing curriculum and things for teachers for a while. But for me, it's new territory, and I'm excited about it.
It's just a lot of fun, working with students and learners is always a good time, but there's something extra special about working with colleagues. And, whether you're starting somebody who's new to our particular corner of education or somebody who's been engaged in this for a very long time, I always know that I have a lot to share, but I also have a lot to learn. And that's why I look forward to it.
Yeah, yeah,
And we're both opinionated.
we
And
are.
that's important, right? When you're teaching, you have to, I think it's critical to lean into the fact that I'm giving you my version of this. This is the way I see it. And reasonable people can
I
disagree
mean,
on
there's no
certain
better
things.
version than my version, right, Mike?
Well, I mean, in the ways that our versions align, yes.
No, but it's a lot. No, but it's a lot of. But what's great about it is, I mean, obviously, I'm forever grateful that I have you to ask questions of or bounce ideas off of because we are opinionated. We do have ideas, and that's obviously whether either of us chooses to do the thing the other one does doesn't matter because I think at the end of the day, it's either it's allowed us to think about something possibly in a new way, a different way. That is, we either make a decision to pursue it or not, and that I think makes whatever we do more valuable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, another goal, actually, Mike, I'm going to throw this out here for this is for us, is whether we have an endeavor, a goal of trying to eventually put together stuff from the podcast to make a book. I'm going to throw out there, Mike Bergen,
Oh, you want to
that
do it?
that doing something with the book would
Yeah.
be something I would be even well, not going to give us till next December. I'd say even if somehow there's some outline plan skeleton of it, I'd love to see that like
Would
we're
you
getting
really?
closer.
Wow, we haven't spoken about this for a while. I mean, the book is always there. I mean, we're coming on 700 episodes
So
of
much
amazing
content.
information, and so much of it is evergreen, just wisdom that we've learned from so many experts.
And then, Mike, you should share. I'll let you share. What is the other third goal, the third thing that when we're a year from now have this conversation that we want to say that we did?
So Amy and I are taking on a massive endeavor. Luckily, we're not doing it ourselves,
Yes.
but it's been a dream of ours for years. And we are helping organize a global forum for test prep and admissions. Where's it going to be, Amy?
Mumbai, India.
In November of 2026. So right now, like that's the plan. November 14th and 15th, we're putting a lot of pieces together with Sonia Matalia and Neil Seltzer of Score Smart and Sparkle fame.
Hmm.
And there's a lot to talk about in terms of the fact that are we going to be able to extend our streak of successful events to an international one?
Yeah. Going off way off the continent here, Mike. Like we're going literally to the other side of the world.
Couldn't be much farther.
Yeah. I mean, but so what's cool about it is we're putting ourselves out there in a way that I think when we started the podcast, we didn't have any sense or vision of. And yet now we could be like, these are big ass goals. These
Yes.
are the big ass ones. And so it's going to be really exciting to see as the year goes by how this all comes together for all of us.
BHAGs. You know what BHAG stands for?
It's the The big hairy ass goals,
Big,
right?
hairy,
Yes.
audacious, not ass,
Audacious.
not hairy ass goals, hairy, audacious
I
goals.
think I just did our first unclean podcast.
Yeah. So these are BHAGs that we have for the new year. And I mean, that's the best way to finish the year
Mhm.
with ambition for what's to come.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
maybe a little relaxation if that's your thing.
Just a little bit, right? Which means, okay, so what's coming up? Now we're going into the new year. What do you have coming up in the next month, Mike?
That's it. Just, well, obviously, with test cycles, in the SAT, ACT world, you're never really done. We already have students in process for the February ACT and the March SAT. And I feel like the March SAT is a really important date because
Hmm.
it's the last decent shot for advanced placement students.
Hmm.
If you're a
Sure.
junior and you're hoping to finish prep, in your junior year, but you're taking several APs or you're a spring athlete or you have activities or you're traveling during spring break or you won't take the test anywhere near your prom date. May and June are challenging, but
Yeah.
March is really good.
Yeah. In our world, that January, February to March push, whether it's SAT or ACT, in my neck of the woods, it's a lot of ACT in schools. But it does, I will say, I have this like, because it's the most important time of the year in test prep, as far as many of these kids launching or trying to be done, like you said, with other important dates looming. So I was like, it's like, buckle up. Here we go.
Well, this is
Yeah.
it.
A
This is
lot
a
of
big
test prep
time.
happening in the first quarter of the year for sure.
I
Right.
think so. And then, I mean, and then we have to figure out our conference schedule for 2026. You and I were discussing, are we going to go to IACA? Where
Hmm.
else might we go? I'd love
Right.
to hit a new conference this year. I'd love to find something else in the test prep, tutoring, education world
Sure.
that was worth checking out.
Well, we will have Impact, Joanna Kaminsky's
Yes, that's true.
online program later
Yes,
in January.
that's towards the end
Um,
of January.
yeah. But I will say right now, I will like this is if you know me, you'd be like, what? I'm like, Mike, I don't have any airlines booked, hotels booked right now for anything. So that I got to sort through is what's Amy's travel plans, but she does not appear to be going anywhere in
Yeah,
January.
but we
She
know
does
we've got
not.
some big plans I mean, I'm traveling to Florida in January for vacation.
Lucky you. If I'm really lucky when you talk to me next time, I will have done something I didn't anticipate, but good for you. Yeah, good
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
All right. Well, Amy, obviously we could talk about ourselves all day. Unfortunately, we are out of time. It is always a pleasure to speak with you, Amy.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Mike. Awesome. We hope you enjoyed this discussion as much as we did. Be sure to join us for another fascinating topic and guest on the next test and the rest.
Did you enjoy this episode as much as we did? Find expanded links and more for this and all of our episodes at our show page at testsandtherest.com. While you're there, be sure to explore everything the larger TestBright site has to offer, including real, expert, unbiased answers to the toughest admissions testing questions. Of course, we'd love for you to rate, review, and subscribe to Test and the Rest on your favorite podcast platform. If there's a topic or guest you'd like us to feature, just let us know and spread the word.